Hey there, dragons and bookworms and space marines and witches. My name is Anna the Hobbit, and I own the Shire Bookstore here in Eddyville, Kentucky. And today I'm going to talk about my most recent book haul. As some of you know, we did travel to New York City to visit my husband's alma mater. He graduated from the beautiful West Point Academy, and we were there for his 20-year reunion. That was a lot of fun. And on the way over there, we did stop at a bookstore in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, called Midtown Scholar. And then later on, after the reunion, we did stop in Sleepy Hollow, New York, and that was so fun. Got to see where Washington Irving is buried, and as many of you know, Washington Irving wrote the story of Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. Disney did an amazing little rendition on that, and got to stop into a bookstore there, and so that was so much fun. So had a lot of stuff, and I wanted to show you the books that I got from these places. And so let me show you from Sleepy Hollow. Let me show you this one first. This is called October Shadows. Beautiful book, very fall color, and these books I get for myself, so it's always nice to see what is out there and what other bookstores have. And this one is a collection of stories, of ghost stories for Halloween. This is actually signed. I think it's signed. No, this one's not signed, but there is a little stamp there. The Sleepy Hollow Bookshop is what it's called, in Sleepy Hollow, New York. And he is a local author and artist. And let me show you his artwork really quick. So he draws on leaves, on like oak leaves. That's his paintings on there. And these would be so cool to read. This one's called The Monkey's Paw. Look at that. And so he draws on these leaves. And this book was amazing. I loved it. I picked it up, and this one's going into my personal library. I do have a library there in my home. Another book that I got there. So the bookstore there at Sleepy Hollow did, and plus we're in the fall, so it had that vibe, that really fall spooky vibe. And then of course New York, the Northeast, there is just so much history there, so it did feel very old there. Just lots of history, so I really enjoyed going there. I did pick up this one here. I wanted the Frankenstein one, but she only had the Dracula one. I love Frankenstein. The classic is amazing. My daughter just told me that there is a movie on Netflix that's supposedly a really good rendition of Frankenstein, and so I might look at that just to see if it does. But I picked up this one. Cover was amazing. This is the back of it, and of course this is the Dracula, not the original one, but well, one of the older Dracula movies. So I thought that was really cool. So I picked this one up. This one's, I think, is going to go into my husband's library. So I'm gonna hold on to that one. That was in Sleepy Hollow. Let me see what else I picked up at Sleepy Hollow. Oh, this one also. So she did have a vibe of mythology, lots of stuff with folklore, that kind of stuff. So I saw this, thought it was beautiful. This is cloth bound, which some books are. Look at this. It says basilisk on it, and I love folklore. I love when animals can tell a story, or different legends or creatures can tell a story. Look at this one. This is a Caruso. Never heard of it, but again, love these kind of books. This one is also going into my personal library. And of course, I picked up Washington Irving's Sleepy Hollow book and other stories. Sleepy Hollow is a short story, so you could definitely read it in a sitting. So that one, picked that up because I had to. And then of course I had it, I had the owner put her little stamp on there. And then Legends and Lore. And this is local. So here's the other little stamp there. Her little stamp there. I got this one, Legends and Lore of Sleepy Hollow and the Hudson Valley. So that's local legend stuff. And so picked that one up also. Hudson Valley is really cool. Lots of history there again too. And then the legends and the folklore is super exciting. So I picked up those different books there and had an amazing time. I talked to the owner there for a long time, and we just kind of shared bookstore stories, and that was a lot of fun. Then we went to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and that bookstore is one of the most it's a large independent bookstore, but I think it had that on there, like one of the greatest or most popular independent bookstores there is in that area. So that was really fun to see that. And of course, I like to collect the Scarlet Letter. And I did not get the Scarlet Letter because all the copies that they had, I already had. I did get this one. It's Mr. Nathaniel Hawthorne's, like, I guess a biography on him. So I did get that one, and that bookstore did have used books and new books, and so I was really excited to pick this one up. And then I picked this up for a friend. She likes David Sedaris, and it's signed, and it was a really good deal, so I picked this one up. This is going to be for a friend of mine. And I just saw this one. It was a great price. I just finished reading One Dark Window. Let me know if you've read it before. I liked the world on there, and then it has the sprayed edges. It's so pretty. So I picked this one up too. And then, like I mentioned before, I do have I love Aesop's Fables, so I went ahead and picked this one up too. It's beautiful, it's gilded. This is from my personal collection. I remember reading Aesop's Fables and the morals of the story and how they really resonated to me growing up and how they stuck. My favorite story is the story of the wolf and the dog. And it talks about the decision, would you rather be fed and live in slavery than hungry and be free? And I remember wanting to be, that was what the wolf asked. The dog was enslaved, but he had food, and the wolf was free, but he was hungry. And I remember wanting to be the wolf. I would rather be hungry. I would rather than lose my freedom. And so that story stuck with me since I was small. And I love Aesop's Fables. Again, the animals telling the story. That's my thing. I like it a lot. And so I picked this one up. And this one is going to go into my personal library. So I had a lot of fun picking that one up. Beautiful illustrations there. And then they had a sidewalk sale. Love sidewalk sales. It was, I think, 3 books for $8 to $10. I forget what it was. I'm a sucker for Tudor history, so picked up this one here. Have not seen this before, and love it. I love it. So this is Tudor Portraits, and then I do love Mr. Augustine of Hippo. I read his Confessions almost every morning, so I picked up this biography of Mr. Augustine of Hippo. It doesn't matter the condition of it. I loved it. And it comes with a bookmark. These are little cute surprises on there. I don't know what that is. History Book Club also offers historical travel tours. I'll have to look that up. That's so cool. All right. And then Byzantine stuff, also my vibe. Loved it. This is Byzantine and Russian painting. And I just love this iconography stuff. So pick this up. 3 books for $10, I think it was. super excited about it. And that's all I have for today. So thanks a lot for joining me and listening to what I had to say today about all these awesome books. Wherever you are, visit a bookstore, talk to the owners, pick up books that you didn't know you needed or that you wanted. That's always so fun about going into bookstores, is sometimes going in and not knowing what you want until you see it, until a book says, I want to go home with you. And you're like, okay. So I hope you have a wonderful day. You guys take care. Bye-bye.